All right. Good morning! I'm a little cranky. We had one straggler today, Andromeda. She missed the bus. This is her second bus missing in 2 days, which is wholly unpleasant because the bus is supposed to take the kids to school, and when you expect that, and then you have to kind of Anyway, Promey's awake. He's doing great.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. He's just full of energy. So I'm trying to think of some strategies to help little Audrey to kind of move things along in the morning. She has trouble finding clothes and arranging her outfits, and she's just kind of slow moving as it is. So hopefully if she sets aside her clothes in the morning, that would solve all these problems. Okay, Promey's giving me a little bit of a nap time. Oh, he's throwing a fit. He's throwing a fit. We got a little bit of a nap time dilemma. He is now able to get out of his crib, so we've had to remove the crib from his room here and set up a little temporary baby bed. But all he wants to do is play with the toys. I think we do have a toddler bed somewhere, but it's not set up. Hey, come here, Promey. Let's go have a happy nappy. Let's try this again. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try the happiest of nappies. Turn on the sound machine. And we're gonna try to take a nap. This totally is not gonna work, but we're gonna try. Before I wrap up today, I want to address a few updates, life updates. First off, the flu is over. I think everyone in our house is healthy. I survived, Amy survived her concert. I think I would have skipped the big show. She had to sing, and she was taking everything to clear up her sinuses and to perform, but she did great. It all worked out. I'm very proud of her for enduring what could have been the flu and still being able to perform for an audience. The Pennsylvania house. A lot of people say, oh, I thought the house in Pennsylvania sold. No, it didn't. It's probably worst case scenario. It looks like it's either foreclosed or about to be foreclosed. If you're looking for a cheap house, they're gonna, I'm assuming, gonna have a sheriff's sale, and you can pick it up real cheap. For a long time, I felt pretty bad about the situation. I took it real personally as a personal failure. And in one sense, it is a failure. You know, I had an obligation, a debt. But on the other hand, I think, you know, as a family, we made the right decision at the time. I'm not going to get into all the reasons, but there were some safety concerns, and we thought we needed to leave pretty quickly. Even the realtors themselves priced the house, you know, less than what we did, but at least at an amount that would pay off our debt and give us a little extra to play with here in Utah to maybe buy a few things that we need. We left a lot behind. I think what really turned the corner for me and to accept this house situation is when the realtor said, hey, I can't get into the house with the key you gave me. And I knew they're not stupid. I know they know how to operate a key and a lock. I knew that the locks had been changed. The mortgage company had gone in and swapped out the locks. That's when I knew it was over. I think I've read that the top 3 stresses in life can be a move. We did that, big time. A job change. Pretty much did that too. Haven't had any real work out here in Utah. 3, a child being born. Kind of did that too. We adopted 2 kids right before we moved. You throw in a slight culture shift, religious differences out here, just cultural differences, not knowing anybody, no friends or family, you just coming here with nothing. Combine all those stresses together. I had obviously was far more mentally weak than I realized. During that stretch of time, every day I was worried, is the van going to be repossessed? Every knock on the door, I was concerned, okay, what bad news am I getting today? And just every morning waking up like that is just so exhausting and depressing. But I think going through that experience, as exhausting as it was and non-productive as it was, just coming to terms with a foreclosure was a healthful transition. I talked in a previous video about building blocks, small victories to get you over that hill. I think that's what it took for me to start rebuilding hope. Just little things like getting clients to renew for another year and mailing the check on time. That's amazing. That's a building block. That's a step. A spouse, a partner who is also getting out in the community and achieving small victories of her own. That kind of buoys the household and lifts my spirits. I talked for a year about getting that drone. I had a picture on the wall. I was finally able to achieve that goal because the client paid their bill on time. It's just those building blocks that build up, but it gives that motivation, that trend line towards something a little bit better on the other side. That at least for you, hopefully you'll hear a little bit less whining from me, business whining. I think there's going to be some success coming soon. I feel hopeful. I feel a little bit more confident. Today I did make the ask to our realtor here, our manager, property manager, hey, we'd like to officially request another year in this house. And they wrote back today. She's going to check on it. She says that the homeowner still wants to sell this house. And obviously we're going to be in the way of that house sale. It's not easy to sell a house that's under lease. So I'm not sure what happens next, where we're going to live. There's still that unknown and uncertainty. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I think for quite a while I was in a pit of despair. Hopefully I'm climbing my way out. All I can say is I feel like the future is a little bit brighter, and it's been a while since I've been able to say that. So that itself is a good thing.